What the heck is that? We'll get to that later, but I wanted to show you my ladder. This is a Werner ladder. It's an 8-foot tall Werner ladder. And you can get these, I've gotten one before, a 3-footer, a 6-footer, 8-footer, and I even had a 12-footer like this. Now what makes a Werner stand out above and beyond some other ladders? Well, let's take a closer look. Hey Joe, why did you get the 8-foot ladder instead of the 6-foot ladder? Most homeowners only have a 6-foot ladder. What's the deal here? Hey, if you have 10-foot ceilings, look at this. This is an 8-foot ladder. Okay? If you have 10-foot ceilings, 11-foot ceilings, 12-foot ceilings, something like that, don't risk it by using a 6-foot ladder and having to step up on the second to the last rung or even the top to get up and reach a burned out light bulb or do some paint touch up or get up into your crawl hole up in your ceiling or something like that. Just don't even risk it. I know the 8-footer is a little bit more awkward, it's a little bit heavier, and it's going to cost you a few bucks more than the 6-foot ladder, but it's well worth it. Better be safe than sorry. Well, I didn't have anything better to do this morning other than to show you this ladder. And I've been meaning to do this for a while. So I'm going to show you some of the nice things this ladder has. Yeah, this is a commercial fiberglass ladder, and you can use it for residential too. That's what I'm doing. I've got some screws here, and I was looking on this. That's what I wanted to show you. You know, sometimes when you get a ladder, you might want to look at all the doohickeys it has available to it. And one of the things I saw and I thought that was kind of cool, I just started reading this. Usually I don't read all this junk. I think, yeah, ladder's a ladder. It's got all this stuff. I saw it had some round deals right there. I wasn't quite sure what that was. And it said lock-in system. That's those little U-shaped deals. I didn't know what those were for. And I started looking on the picture. And see, here's like a paint container, or you can use it for all kinds of stuff. Catch-all, you can put all kinds of tools in there if you want, whatever. And it pushes right down and locks in. And that's what that was. And I started looking at some other stuff. I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. Magnetic strip. I didn't even know it had that. I wasn't quite sure where that was. You look up here, there's a magnetic strip up there, and sure enough, let's take a look and see. I never knew that was there. There's a little horseshoe deal there, and look at that. Look at that, son of a gun. You know, in case you need to put a couple little things there. Yes, in fact, there is a magnet there. I never knew that before. And there, you know, you can put that stuff in there. And this hole right here is the exact size as a quart paint can. I never knew that either. And you can put a gallon container up here. It's little dangerous, but you know, I guess you could put that there. There's just a small little notch in here, and you can put a whole gallon container up there. You can stick your drill in there, and there's some other notches here for different things. Let's see what it says about all these notches. Pipe channel, drill, hammer slot. You can put a hammer in there, a drill in there. See how they got the drill set in there, and screwdriver slot. You know, all these little holes you can do for all kinds of stuff. Tool slots, gallon can recess. See right here, right in there, And then a quart can recess. I never knew. That's what that was for. I always thought all that stuff was in my way when I stood on top of the ladder. And actually, you know what? You're not supposed to stand on top of the ladder. In fact, you're not even supposed to stand on the next to the top ladder rung. See here it says danger. Do not stand at or above this level. You can lose your balance. How many times have I seen someone, have I actually stood on this one, and I've actually stood on the top too, and I thought, man, I got to be careful with that if I get up on top of a roof or up in a ceiling. You stand on here and this stuff could trip you up, but you know, technically you're not supposed to stand up there. Well, what else does this have on here? It's got an edge protection from every angle, an edge protection. You know, they've got this big thing here which makes it a little bit wider on the bottom than a standard ladder. Gives you a little bit more stability. And the reason why I like fiberglass ladders like this, they're a lot stronger than just a regular aluminum ladder. And did you know there's a difference between colors? Remember seeing all the different colored ladders? My word, there's all kinds. There's red, green, blue, orange, yellow that Werner puts out. You might think, well, I don't know the difference. I just know that maybe a blue one is a little bit cheaper than this orange one, and sure enough, and you go to the green one, that's even cheaper. Well, here's why. Here's why. Color match. This is for Werner ladders. Color match ladder performance. A red one is only for 200 pounds. Green is for 225 pounds. 250 pounds for the blue. The orange, this ladder is 300 pounds, and actually the yellow 375 pounds. Wow. That means each ladder is a little bit heavier, a little bit stronger for swaying, and if you're leaning it up and say you're on uneven ground or something, or just different things, or if you weigh more than 200 pounds, you might not want to get a red ladder. You might want to get the green or the blue. I always stick with the orange. I don't know why. I've always had good luck with this orange one. I actually had these when I was in the commercial field, and lots of the subcontractors had orange. In fact, lots of electricians had the orange ones, and they also had the yellow ones. In commercial jobs, I thought it kind of odd. I never did see a red one, a green one, or a blue one. I always thought, okay, that's for residential, or that's for homeowners, and you know, they can get by with stuff like that. But even if you're a homeowner, stick with something that you feel is a little bit stronger, and I would recommend the orange ladder. Now the blue ones, you know, one step down, the blue ones are a little bit cheaper, and so forth and so on. Okay, so look at your budget, make a determination. These types of ladders are way better than the all aluminum ladder. You know how tinny those are. No wonder they're so much cheaper. Okay, and this happens to be Werner. Do I work for Werner? Is there a reason why I'm making this video? No, I don't work for Werner or any other ladder company for that matter. I just happen to have used this one in the past. I've used Werner probably for maybe 30 years. 30 years, 25 years at least. I don't even know how old the company is. But this is a nice, sturdy ladder. Think about Werner next time you need a ladder. Speaking of paint cans, remember I said there was a round area, notched area up at the top for a gallon container. You got a quart container. You can put this little locked bucket on here in those little round slots. And then look, here's a paint can hook. There's actually a hook there too, where you can have your handle of your paint can and let it dangle down. That's a little sketch, but you know, hey, if that's something you want to do to change out paint cans, or if you feel more comfortable not having it on the very top of your ladder and you want it down on this hook and let it dangle and dip your paint brush in there, they even give you that option as well. Not bad for this little ladder. I love it. Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. And what am I going to talk to you about next time? I have no idea, but I know it's something that you might want to watch.